The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here goes Hut. Mike 51. Mike 51. Focus, defense, focus. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
49, check 49, check 49.
Hey, hey, hey. He's coming to you. He's coming to you. It's Hut.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Check 56. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Hey, deep and red, 80.
From the 27, Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Check, waiting. Check. Jump. Hey, team, spill.
They're going to go. It's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception throw.
And that last one, that hurts. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing to start the drive. Cartwright. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
60 Mike. I got one.
Back to throw. Cartwright. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
60 Mike.
On 3rd down, Cartwright. And able to find Dorsett. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Go to 90 Wolf.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Right up.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now the Purdue man, this is Akeem Hunt. And a short gain here down to the 22. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On the ball. 60 miles.
Let's make these babies cry.
Hey, Echo.
Let's make.
Hey, Sam on. Watch twist. Watch twist.
To throw on third down, Cartwright. And this is complete. It's Allen. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Ready, ready. 18 Gator. We want it. Come here.
They'll try to run with Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at their 40.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jets, nothing.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st. Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
Crunch. Check 4. You gon' take. You got tape. You got tape right there. Watch out. Check 52.
They'll give this to Bell running right. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Check. I got him. On me. Whip. Watch the whip. Young lady. Switch.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. First carry for Trenton Cannon, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On second down, this is Cannon. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Trenton Cannon, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On second down, they'll run with White. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
60 miles. Here I come. 60 miles.
On first down, Cartwright. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third?
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, let's go.
From the gun, Cartwright. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, it's Cannon trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's Darnold. That is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's White, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
And that's how you want to start a sequence defensively. That's what we used to call, partner. Hello, glad to meet you. Tagged him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
60 Mike, 60 Mike, 60 Mike. It's a party now.
Operating from the gun. Cartwright. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Cut. 60
On 3rd down, Cartwright. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
You got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go. You tighten up. Check 37.
They'll try the right side with Bell. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. This is Bell. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Here's Dorsett. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
mark, 60 mark. You don't want none of that. Give it. Pick up the ball. 60 now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he's out right at the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
Check 26, check it out.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 40.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches...
Dorsett's got it. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
60 miles. Here we go, D. All day defense. All day.
Throwing on first down. Cartwright. This is White on the screen. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll go again with Bell. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Despite the blitz, he's still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Check 43. Check. Delaney. Check. No. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
25. Check 25. Check 25. Out.
After the penalty, it's Bell. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Get ready. Hey, look 3.
Back to throw, Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Check it out. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check.
Bell. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Again, it's Bell. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it with Bell. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now a give right side. It's Bell. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check. Check. Hot route. Hot, hot. Kill, kill, kill. Save.
On the carry, it's Cannon. Oh, what a juke into space. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 15-14, 1-point game. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. That'll be taken in the end zone. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right.
Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, 3rd down here.
Hey,
Switch gears.
Hey, Delta.
60 Mike.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
60 Mike.
Come on, baby. Come on. Let's shoot.
Looking to throw. Cartwright. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Go. Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Deuce.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here's Bell. Bell a first down and then some. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Cannon. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
General West.
They go again with Cannon.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Check. Joker. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Bang.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Now Bell. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Bell. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down now. It's Bell, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Sanders' kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Hustle high.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He's back to throw. Now he'll escape to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The throw complete to Dorsett, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And finding the tight end, Hooper. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 33. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Ready, ready.
60 mark. Watch his flat, watch his flat. Watch his flat.
Get it.
He'll look to throw. Caught by Allen. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Pittsburgh.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable.